Okay, the Dallas Cowboys, got to talk about them, looking to get back in the win column this weekend as they face another NFC North foe, this time the red-hot Minnesota Vikings. Joining me with a little preview today is Locked On Cowboys podcast host Landon McCool. All right, Landon, this is a big game this weekend. First up, we got to talk about Zeke. He's been out for 2 games, so does he return Sunday? What's the deal?
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised he didn't return last week, but I think that they wanted to give him one more week to heal up. I mean, if you remember last year, he dealt with a PCL injury with his knee, and it really affected him in the latter part of the season. So I think they wanted to give him one more week to heal up, and it sounds like, from all indications from Mike McCarthy, from Zeke, that he will play this Sunday.
Okay, I mean, I hate to go backwards in life, but so many questions about the Packers' loss, especially about the defense. What happened to Micah Parsons and the rest of the D, and then how do you expect them to turn this all around this weekend?
Well, teams have really decided to fully commit to the run, and obviously it's because of Micah Parsons and the fearsome pass rush. They just want to avoid having to throw the football as much as they can. So they've found some success in focusing on the run. And I think that teams that have good quarterbacks and strong running games can give the Cowboys some trouble. I think for the Cowboys, they just need to kind of fix a couple things, specifically in the wide zone, especially on the edge. And hopefully they can kind of tune that up a little bit. What they really need to do is to get these offenses into third and long situations, because that's where this defense thrives. But if they continue to give offenses short fields and short sticks to convert, they may continue to struggle a little bit.
Okay, the Vikings have got it going on. All right, let's just say it. They took down the Bills last weekend. What can we anticipate from them?
Well, I think after watching last week's game against the Packers, I would assume that they're going to try a very similar game plan. That we're going to see a lot of wide zone runs, a lot of runs to the outside, and then they're going to use that to create play action opportunities for Kirk Cousins to kind of roll out and throw the football. I think the difference here is that Kirk Cousins is not Aaron Rodgers, and even despite the fact that Aaron Rodgers has struggled this season, Kirk Cousins, if he gets pressured, he will throw the ball up for grabs. He will make errant throws. So there is opportunities for the Cowboys to get after the quarterback and really affect him. But they got to get into a situation where they're in passing situations. They got to stop the run game in early downs to create those scenarios to get after the quarterback.
Okay, let's bullet point this, Landon. What are your 3 keys to the Cowboys winning Sunday?
I think the first thing is stopping the run and then being able to run the football well, because I think that that will create a situation for the offense where they can keep a balanced game script. And then that opens up things up for the third thing, which I think is finding more consistency in the pass game. This is a team that the Vikings that can rush the passer very well. The Cowboys have got to find a way to create opportunities for Dak to comfortably sit in the pocket and throw the ball down the field well. And if they do all 3 of those things, I think they can win this weekend.
Okay, don't let me down this week. What is your prediction?
I know I kind of feel like I let myself down with last week's prediction, but I think this week, I think both teams are going to struggle on the offensive line a little bit. They have a guy that's their best left tackle, Darisaw, who may or may not be playing. He's in concussion protocol. Beyond that, too, I just think that these 2 defensive lines are very good. So I don't know that there's going to be a ton of scoring, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and predict Cowboys to win 24-21. It's a big game for the Cowboys. They really, really need it, coming off a disappointing loss. And for the Vikings, they come off a huge win. So I'm hoping that some of the emotion just kind of carries the Cowboys over the top.
24-21. I'm putting it in the notes in my phone, Landon. We'll talk about this next week. All right, thank you. And hey, you guys at home, check out Landon on his podcast, Locked On Cowboys. New episodes dropping every day wherever you download your podcasts.